Madison Blackwell had always been the type to take charge, to make sure she was the center of attention. The high school queen bee, she had a reputation for putting others down to climb the social ladder. Her favorite targets were the boys who she considered beneath her, especially Eric Harper. He was smart, kind, and had the audacity to not care about fitting in with her group of friends. Madison couldn't stand that. One afternoon, a heated argument broke out between Madison and Eric at the local park, a place where students often hung out after school. What started as a minor disagreement quickly escalated. Eric, who had enough of her mocking and insults, finally stood up to her. He pushed her away after she shoved him, but it was enough to set Madison off. With a furious scream, she slapped him across the face in front of everyone. The crowd watching went silent, but Madison didn't care. She was used to being the one in control, and now she felt even more powerful. Eric, humiliated and enraged, walked away, but Madison didn't let it go. The next day at school, she made sure everyone knew about the fight, spinning the story to make herself the victim. She claimed Eric had attacked her first, twisting the truth, so she appeared innocent. She knew that the teachers and the principal would believe her. After all, she was popular. Everyone adored her, and no one dared question her. The school, as usual, did nothing to address the altercation. But Eric wasn't about to let it slide. He reported the incident to the school, claiming the slap had been unprovoked, but when the school turned a blind eye to it, he took a bold step. He filed a lawsuit against the school for failing to intervene, especially since the fight had happened off school property. He argued that their lack of action had put him in a hostile environment. Madison wasn't fazed at first. She believed she would easily win like she always did. But then, something unexpected happened. The school, instead of backing her up, decided to countersue her. The administration argued that she had a history of bullying, that the slap was an act of aggression, and that her actions violated the school's anti-bullying policies, regardless of whether the incident happened on or off school grounds. It was a massive shock to Madison, and she found herself in the middle of a legal battle she never anticipated. The case went to court, and the public's perception of Madison shifted. She was no longer the queen bee. She was the bully, and people were beginning to see her for what she truly was. Eric's evidence, paired with the school's documentation of Madison's past behavior, was enough to tip the scales. The school won the case, and Madison's reputation was shattered. Not only did she lose, but the court ordered Madison to pay the school $50,000 in damages. The ruling stated that her actions had caused harm to the student body and had created a toxic atmosphere. The money would go toward funding a program to help prevent bullying and support students who were victims of similar harassment. As for Madison, the fallout was swift. Her friends abandoned her, her social media flooded with ridicule, and her popularity evaporated overnight. She had thought she could use the system to get away with whatever she wanted, but in the end, the system turned on her. Karma, it seemed, had a way of catching up. In the weeks following the court ruling, Madison's life unraveled. She was forced to pay back the $50,000, a hefty amount that she didn't have, and was expelled for violating the school's conduct policy. The school administration implemented stricter anti-bullying programs, and Madison's name became synonymous with the consequences of unchecked privilege and arrogance. Eric, meanwhile, found peace. His life returned to normal, and he became a hero to those who had been bullied by Madison in the past. He didn't gloat, though. Instead, he focused on helping others find their voice and ensuring that no one else would have to go through what he did. As for Madison, she learned the hardest lesson of all, that in the end, the universe has a way of delivering justice, and sometimes the greatest payback comes when you least expect it.